Om Shri Ganeshaya Namo Namah. Greetings to everyone world over, all our brothers and sisters across the globe. Green morning, green afternoon, and green evening, wherever you are world over. We extend you a very warm welcome. It's 8 p.m. in India, Indian Standard Time. We are right over here, and we are going to take, like every week, our journey with the non-resident for non-resident Indians, for our tourism, for our education, for our service industry. And now we should also talk about some strategic investments which can be done in future, and at the same time how the youth of India can be supported, can be helped, and they can be skilled, they can be given the right competencies so they can work globally wherever it's available, it's possible. On behalf of ICSI, International Chamber for Service Industry, we extend a very warm welcome to all our brothers and sisters across the globe. We are proud that almost 32 million Indians have gone abroad. They're doing wonderful, and they support India in all respects, whatsoever can be done and whatsoever best they can do for their hometown, their home country, and the places they belong to. And that's why you have got Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, then you have got North India Pravasi Divas, you have got vibrant, state functions, and everything is happening in the country. That is something amazing. Now, ICSI is going to have through its feast, that's the Forum of Educators and Skill Providers for Tourism International Convention, is going to be the 22nd International Annual Convention of Feast. And there's going to be a B2B meetings also of the entire travel agents, tour operator, tourist transporters, and MICE people. Those are basically taking care of travel, tourism, hospitality related events. Now, this convention will be in Bhubaneswar, that's in the state of Odisha, and we will be having it at Hotel Sandy Towers. And it's a wonderful property, and all the necessary arrangements have been made. It will be a hybrid. We will have people joining us right at the convention site in Bhubaneswar. At the same time, some prominent people from world over, they would also be part of this particular convention. They'll be joining from different countries online, and they would share their vision with us right over there in Bhubaneswar. So hearty welcome. And the topic is very important. That's artificial intelligence in tourism and hospitality education technology, along with the B2B meetings of the travel trade. Now, coming further, there's a complimentary participation for the delegates, and there's a QR code. This is the homepage of icsiindia.in website. You can go over there. You can just have the barcode from here, or you can log in over here and you can register all that is available. You can work out, you can plan, and we look forward to meet you in Bhubaneswar. This is Sandy Towers right over here. And tomorrow evening, that's at 8 p.m.'s program, we will be discussing the complete details with regard to the 22nd Annual International Convention of the Feast. We will talk what exactly is going to be discussed over there, what all we propose to do, and something very interesting we are starting from 15th of August. I will share with you that as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. All of us, we should come together. Let's work out. This program is going live on the YouTube at the rate ICSI India Live. Be a part of it, like it, share it, comment it, subscribe it, press the bell icon so that we all are together. Now, there are two important announcements which we wish to make. On 11th, that's on Tuesday, there would be a curtain raiser for the UGC NET Tourism Administration paper. People, those are interested to become lecturer, associate professor, assistant professor, they want to come into academics, you have to clear the NET examination, and that is by the UGC. So, how do you prepare yourself for this particular exam? We are starting a special series from 15th of August 2023, India's Independence Day, to help every child anybody who is interested to qualify to clear the UGC net, and that's with the Tourism Administration paper. We will do the curtain raiser on Tuesday, and thereafter we will have rest of the entire series being run for you. 15th of July, you've got a World Skill Day. So we are planning that tomorrow we would give you some inputs on this as well. Like we will talk about feast, we will talk about feast, and we will talk about this as well. So we will work out, we'll see what best can be done. We'll give you something, some valuable inputs on that as well. Now let's move to Canada, meet our distinguished guests, that is NRIs for tourism and as well as education and the entire service industry range when we talk about. Our efforts are we should get more tourism experts. Those are non-resident Indians world over. Those are in hospitality, those are in aviation, and those are in service industry segments. We have spoken to a couple of people in US, UK, and Canada, and soon you will have some more people joining our efforts in this particular direction. So welcome to today's program, and we extend a very warm welcome to our distinguished guests, and let's hear them out, let's get them ideas, and let's listen to them. We extend a warm welcome to CPA Surya Vijay Shastri Kotamarti ji and Mr. Vikas Malhotra, who is the tourism strategist, both of them. We extend them a very warm welcome, and let's take on today's journey. Floor is yours, vision is yours, and we should work out accordingly. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma ji. Vikas ji, can I go ahead first?
For sure, please. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone all across the globe. Sharma ji, thank you for putting that wonderful picture of Banff. You know, that is the Canadian location which most of the people should go. And I'm sure Vikas ji will be able to talk more about Banff. But I saw the picture of Canada, which you had shown on the screen this morning. And Banff is a wonderful place to go. So thank you for sharing that picture. It was lovely on your part. And today, you know, we have been talking about healthcare and caregivers and how people in that particular industry can come. But I would like to talk slightly different about some other semi-skilled trades which people will have in India, and they do have the experience and the qualifications that are there in India, but they can come here as a student in by doing certain courses, and thereby, you know, getting into a trade which has a huge demand in Canada. So I will just highlight a couple of them, and I will also tell one of the colleges which offers these courses. Obviously, you know, by doing more research and or by getting in touch with ICSI, we can always tell you what are the other colleges in Canada that offer these courses. But today I wanted to speak slightly different from the caregiving side of it, which we have covered and we will be covering. There is no end to all these various skills that come under the caregiver. But I would like to talk about a specific trade, which is carpentry and furniture technician. In Canada, you know, this is the construction is a very major industry, and we need a lot of houses because it is a country of immigrants, and many people still who have migrated to Canada are staying in rented homes, and they would like to have their own home, and that's why construction is a booming industry in Canada. So specifically talking about carpentry and furniture technician is one of these semi-skilled work, which I call it semi-skilled. It doesn't mean that it's not skilled. The category is skilled, still the skilled worker category for immigration purposes. So you can, if you are a carpenter or if you are a an electrician, or if you are a welder. All these are different skilled trades which we haven't spoken until today. And on our program, we have been focusing on the healthcare side of people who are in those industries in India and how they can come over. I'm talking today specifically about the cabinetry and furniture technician, because these are for those carpenters who who are already into good skills and working in India, who would like to come over to Canada. And we were talking about the possibility of a hybrid type of education. And I will have to check with the college that I'm talking about, which is College of it's called the CIMT, which is the college which offers technology and management courses. And they have this specific course for furniture and cabinetry, where carpenters who come, they can do. And the good thing about these diplomas, or they call the graduated certificates, are that when you do this particular trade and you get your certificate from the college that you have performed, you will be able to then go and be able to assist people who are in the construction industry initially, to get the knowledge and how it works in Canada. And eventually, if you are an entrepreneur type of person, you can also go get into having your own organization by registering a small business and registering as uh, a carpenter. I have specifically spoken about carpentry, but similar trades are, as I mentioned, electrician. So there are courses for electricians, there are courses for welders, and there are some other courses also. And these are not the courses that come under the health category, but they still come under the immigration category. And their IELTS and CLPIP that we spoke in the past are almost similar to the caregivers courses. So I would like to just, in the first phase where I have spoken about it, I wanted to highlight that particular one, so that people who are right now attending the program, if any one of them is interested in knowing whether it's for them or for people whom they know, today's program, I thought that I will cover from my side on that specific skill trade. So with that, to the travel industry specialist, Vikasji, over to you, and kindly go ahead and give us the wisdom which you have always shared with us.
Mr. Vikas,
Vikasji, over to you.
can you unmute your mic, please? Vikas, can you unmute your mic, please? I think we might have lost the signal with him. Now, Kotamartiji, I will come back to you till the time we get joined with him.
Sure.
In a very humble way, in a very, very polite and a humble way, I would like to submit, because there are a lot of stakeholders in the market, in the organizations. Per se, ICSI is not dealing with the carpenters or carpentry work or something of that kind, whether masons or carpenters or electricians, or for that matter, related areas which are there, the infrastructure development. We are not covering that in our mandate. We are
Okay.
purely into segments, like tourism, hospitality, aviation, wellness, finance, all those areas we would love to. Uh, there are some other people, those are taking care of as far as the segment which you are talking about. Of course, it's growing very well, it's coming up very well, but somewhere our chamber is not focusing on that at this point of time. Maybe
That's
in
fine.
future we will try and work out. Thank you.
No, I was just trying to share what
Sure,
I know about the
sure.
various industries, because
Somebody,
we have spoken. Yeah,
yes,
no, that
somebody
there
might
might be people. Yeah.
somebody might get a benefit of that. Certainly, certainly. Information Any kind of information is always welcome.
Because we call ourselves the chamber for service industry.
Yes,
And
yes,
service is a very wide
yes,
subject, Sharmaji. And
yes,
I know that our mandate per se is only for the certain categories. But
yes.
I thought, people who are actually viewing the program might, and that's why I did use the word that if those who are actually viewing this program, whether
Sure,
they or somebody whom they know. That is why I said that,
certain.
because it could always be that, someone who's actually a caregiver is listening to the program right now. But then this wisdom can be shared with them.
Sure.
Being in
Thank
Canada,
you.
I thought that is a good thing that we could share.
Very kind of you. Very kind of you. Information
Because
of
I'm going to bring in a gentleman from the college in one of the colleges onto this program shortly, and they will be also having they also have a number of programs, and which do cover the caregiver side of it, the healthcare industry. And in addition to that, they will also have other areas of knowledge which they give. So probably, when they come, they can speak about that.
very
And depending on our mandate, we can see where it fits in. But
sure.
today, I thought I'll just speak about this one. We'll
And
come back to the caregiver in the second segment, so that
no,
people
some
can
other
know.
segments, your financial sector, we can take. There's so much to be done on that, and we will
I
love
can I can deal in on sectors, Sharmaji. I thought
to.
that because we have spoken on the healthcare,
Yes,
I would speak about this semi-skill.
yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Have you got Vikaji or not yet?
Mr. Vikas, could you unmute your mic, please?
I'm right
Yes.
here.
We lost you in between. Please go ahead.
I know.
Yes,
I know.
please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you for having me once again on this platform. Every weekend, every Sunday, we discuss some key points of tourism and aviation. But today I'm going to bring smile on everybody's faces, hopefully. First of all, my apologies. I'm in the car right now, so I hope my audio is clear. So
Yes.
I want to let you know that we all know that airports are the integral part of the aviation industry. Airport is a hub where we find all planes internationally, to all over the world. That is a meeting point. That's a common point where we all know about that. I'm going to share something very, very nice. What the Toronto Pearson Airport does, not only just to take off and landing and to manage the airlines schedulings, etc. They also try to bring the community together by hosting some events. What they do is that they actually have a lot of events in place, which happens every year. Marathon is one of them.
We have got
So what they
challenges.
do is, sorry if my audio is not too
Go ahead, go
too
ahead,
strong.
go ahead, go ahead.
So out of the 5, what they do that one day they will use only 4 and they will block one of them on which everybody actually runs on it. And that is basically to raise funds. That is for the awareness. And there are like thousands of participants all over the city and the outskirts that they come on one weekend. And that happens normally either August last week or September first week. You can find that kind of the info online as well. So it plays a really it's also one of the things that the airports does
You
over
have
here.
to come back from it place up to that. Up to that, we got it. You got to repeat it from there.
Okay, sure. So everybody comes on a one common place, and then like there are some kind of the events which takes place, and there are thousands of participants on like for that specific event. Like it is for a cause, either to raise funds or for spreading the awareness all over the world. And the airports are very, very actively involved in all of these things. You'll be surprised. Sometimes the airport authorities allow blood camps, blood donation camps as well. And then last about 6 or 7 years ago, they were doing something called plant more trees. spread the greenery all over the world. So those kind of things are done by the airports as well, There, it's just not the takeoff of the flights, landing of the flights, scheduling of the flights, and civil aviation. It is much more beyond that as well. I would kindly request to go on a website which I would like to share. It's called gtaa.com. So G as in George, T as in Tom, A as in Apple, A as in Apple.com. It simply stands for Greater Toronto Airports Authority. And that's basically, there's a section over there which is called as the events. So you can always go and see what were the past events up to certain years and what are going to be planned for this year and the next one as well. So that is something which I wanted to make aware of everybody. As I said in the starting, we always think, that the airports is only meant for just to take off and the flights, but it is much more beyond that. So tourism, as I always say every week on this platform, is something which brings smiles to everybody's minds. But this one brings smiles on their hearts too.
And it happens at the actual, the airstrip, one of the airstrips at the airport.
Yes, right on the airstrip.
Wow.
You will be able to find the YouTube videos also if you find that, if you have that search. So you've got planes on the other 4 takeoff. You can see it right in front of you, landing, which is right in front of you, and they will block. So we've got 4, 1, A, B, C, D. The last E1 is a little bit further away. So they use that strip, and then the other 4, you can going up, coming down, going up and down, and it's beautiful.
Okay. Thank you very much. By the time
You're
you
welcome.
get some more ideas, let's take CPA Surya Vijay Shastri Kotamarthi ji. I just wish to understand a little bit more. First of all, tell us, Kotamarthi ji, how's the temperature at Toronto at this point of time?
This is an interesting question, and temperature is excellent today. It's 20 degrees, but it's cloudy, and in fact, in this part of the GTA, it's going to be raining for this whole week. Partly cloudy and partly sunny, but all this week we'll be having rain, but it's excellent. The weather is very nice. I just came out, had gone out, and I've come back, and the day has started very well. Thanks for asking. It's beautiful out here.
Great, because for last 48 hours, it's raining heavily in entire northern India. A lot of landslides, water clogging at a couple of places, and somewhere deep down, right up to the neck, the level of the water is right on the roadside, and it's a different kind of a shower I have not witnessed in last 30 years.
We are also going to have the same thing, Dr. Sharma ji. This week probably, but not the flooding the way you have. Probably that the drainage system probably is good, so we will have the.
I do not know whether it's a climate change, because this year we didn't have even the summers. What people generally have, scorchy heat and proper summers. The people, those are selling coolers and those are sending air conditioners. They all are crying because nobody is purchasing. The weather is.
You're absolutely right. Right now it is summer here, because June 21st to September 21st we have the summer. So it is summer. It is July the 10th. But July the 9th, but still, we have so much of rain. So it's like that. I'm sure it's the climate change. It must be the contribution of humankind.
We got to really go back to Canada once again. And people, those are on the YouTube right over here. I would like to say, enjoy the flavor of Canada while listening to these distinguished speakers. Now, Vikasji, tell me something about tourism side here. What all is happening? What exactly is coming up? How the things are? What all is in that side? Tell something about tourism.
Thank you. So we are actually celebrating the 10 years completion of a lot of projects which happened in this industry.
Uh,
So this is a very this is a very special week. Actually, this is a very special month. So 10 years ago, there was a huge, additional wing of the Toronto airport as well as the Edmonton airport. So what had happened is that, so I'm not sure, if everybody's aware of not, the Toronto airport actually politically comes under a city called Malton, Malton. So it actually originates from there. And Malton was the one which was actually the key recipient of the oil, of the gas. So wherever we used to buy the gas from, so Malton was actually that small little town. And that's why the airport was built right next to it, because it would be easy for the aircraft fuel to be transported. So when that additional wing came, it happened about 10 years ago. The dependency on Malton and the supply of the aviation fuel came down quite a bit, because now the airport has its own supply. So that is the completion of the 10 years ago that it actually had happened. It was a federal project which had happened over here. And then Edmonton is a place which actually gets the fuel from, various parts also. There is an oil line between Edmonton and United States, which is being laid down. The work is still on right now. So there's a lot to celebrate in the travel industry over here as well. And then in the starting of this platform, in this episode, we actually had, sorry about that again. In the starting of this, we also saw a beautiful picture of Banff, as Vijayji just said about Banff as well. So Banff is basically a national park. It is one of the, I would like to use the word wow, like you got to go there to see it. You the photos is not going to do much justification. So that is so the weather plays a really good part over there. It's not open all the year through. So in 2 or 3 months, these are the prime months that it is going on. And because of that, everybody's outdoors and everybody's enjoying as well. So that is one thing which is happening over there. There's a lot of movement in the domestic side as well. Like Banff is one, Lake Louise is another one, Lake Minnewanka is another one. So all of that belt is like everybody wants to go here and there, and there's a lot of there are a lot of smiles because of this industry.
wow, that's great. So, ladies and gentlemen, feel the fragrance of Canada while being at your own place, wherever you are. Try and know more and more. We will try and bring some more life in this program from next week. We will try and have some quiz and something, make it more interesting and more spicy so that children should enjoy, students should enjoy, teachers should enjoy, and something. And in the audience, we would request them to post from next week. We will come out with those solutions. And with that, we are grateful to both of you. Thank you very much for coming today. Thank you very much for being a part of the program today. And it was really nice to have both of you. Would you like to add up anything, Kotamartiji, before we close the session? Because Mr. Vikas Malhotra is enjoying the drive where Priya ma'am is driving and he's sitting like a lord next to her. And he's enjoying. He's enjoying.
Yeah,
And
I would like, I would like to add just something to what he has said, Dr. Sharma. I'm not a travel specialist, but I've enjoyed that stretch of Banff to Jasper, which is, I call the heaven on earth. When you are traveling, the Lake Louise comes in between. Banff is the area which is like itself heaven on earth. It is the place where the Rocky Mountains are. And the drive from Banff right up to Jasper, all through Lake Louise, is through the Rocky Mountains. And then the stretch is via Vancouver. You come back through Whistler to the Banff. So it's a beautiful place, and Canada has a lot to offer. This is the right time to come. And adding one last thing about the spice element that you were talking about, I would certainly like to talk to you and find out what is the type of spice that you would like to add, so that next week onwards, yes, we will be adding a lot of spice. And viewers, please do give us your side of the spice, and we will come out with excellent spice that you will be able to enjoy the flavor. Thank you
Thank
very much. With that,
you.
I wish everyone a great week ahead.
So before we close the session, I would like to invite both of you on 5th of October. It happens to be the United Nations World Teachers Day. I would be having some distinguished guests. Those will be joining us from the New York, and they'll be joining us from France. I extend a warm invitation to both of you. Depending on your availability and everything, we'll be starting the program in the morning at 10 o'clock, right over there in Bhubaneswar in Odisha. So Vikasji can talk more from the tourism point of view, and you can talk more from people would be keen to know how to finance with the help of NRIs, tourism and hospitality projects in India. You know, some
Definitely, doctor. I'm going to attend that. And you are saying if you can, and I'm telling you I will. And please take my word that on the 5th and 6th, I'll keep myself available with for the time that you need, and it will be our contribution towards the what ICSI, and we are part of ICSI. So we will be able to share our thoughts with everyone across the globe.
thank you.
Thank you.
It's a hybrid program, and people can join online also. There'll be people joining on ground also. We are trying to package it in such a way, because like you have a different platforms in India, you have travel agents platform, tour operators platform, hoteliers platform. Similar way, all the universities and colleges and institutions, those are teaching tourism, hospitality, and aviation, they all are going to be with us on that particular platform that day. So
That is
people,
a great thing. You are going to have one more then in that case.
okay. So with these words, Vikasji, anything from your side, or should we close the session?
I would just like to say travel to the best that you can
Okay.
and bring smiles to your heart.
And
Okay.
come to
Thank
Canada.
Thank you. Thank you. Because
Thank
last
you.
time you made a mention travel, travel, travel. And with
That's
that,
right.
we close today's session. Thank you very much, Kodamarti ji. Thank you very much, Mr. Vikas Malhotra. Look
Thank
forward
you.
to meeting both of you. We'll try and bring, because some suggestions I'll take from the audience also. And we will try and make this program more spicy, more catchy, more interesting, more informative, and we'll try and make it more relevant also to all of them, so that they enjoy the flavor and fragrance of Canada, and of course tourism, hospitality, and aviation. And the backbone of everything is finances. That is something very important which we have to take care of. Thanks a lot. Wishing you both a wonderful day.